Hello guys, welcome back to the LeetCode SQL 50 series. So today we are with the next problem in groups and aggregations section. So the problem goes like this, okay? That is immediate food delivery 2, okay? So LeetCode 1174 problem. So it is also a medium level problem, okay? And if we look at the problem, it is the context or the description of the problem is quite less, right? So we have been given with one table which is called as delivery, okay? So if we go through the schema, it is having some 4 columns, okay? So delivery ID of int type, customer ID of int type, order date of date type, and customer preference delivery date. I guess preference only this is, okay? So delivery ID is the column of unique values of this table. Cool. That is acting as a unique key. The table holds information about food delivery to customers that make orders at some date and specify a preferred delivery date, okay, on the same order date or after it, okay? So this is nothing but it is some table that will contain the delivery IDs and customer IDs who have ordered on particular date, okay? This is the order date and this is the customer preference delivery date, and this can be on the same day order date or it can be after the order date, okay? If the customer's preferred delivery date is the same as the order date, then the order is called as immediate order. Cool. Otherwise it is called schedule. Cool. Okay. So we if the order date and customer preference delivery date are same, then the order is called as a immediate order. Or if the customer preference delivery date is after the order date, then it is called a scheduled order. Okay. And the first order of the customer is the order with the earliest ordered date that the customer made. Okay, it is okay, right? First order, right? And it is guaranteed that the customer has precisely one first order. Cool. Write a solution to find the percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of all customers rounded to 2 decimal places. Cool guys. So what they are asking us to basically find is the percentage of immediate orders, right? The percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of all customers, okay? So I hope that you know how to calculate percentage. We have seen that, right? So we have seen that in our one of the previous problems, right? uh, we have seen it of how to calculate percentage. We have to take the fraction and then multiply it by 0, right? So I hope you all know that, right? So yeah, so how do we get this, guys? Percentage of immediate orders, okay? So for this, what we need is, first we need to find out, right? We need to find out all the number of, all the first orders, right? We will need to find the number of first orders, and then in those first orders we need to find out how many orders are immediate. All right. Then if we divide immediate orders, right, upon the all number of all first orders and multiply it with 0, that will give me the percentage of, right, percentage of the required thing, okay? That is immediate orders in all the first orders, okay? So I hope you have understood, right? We have been solving questions on percentages also since, like, previous two problems. If you do not know like how to calculate, you can watch my previous two videos. The video which I have made, right? I think problem number uh, 18, you can watch that, okay? So what we need to do first is, guys, to find out the percentage of immediate orders, right? Immediate orders in the first orders, right? We need to first find the first orders, okay? So our task will be, first find, right? Find the count, okay? The count of first orders for each customer, okay? We need to find how many first orders are there for every customer, okay? We need to find those things, okay? That is actually similar to the number of customers only, right now, guys? So it will be like, number of customers only, right? This will be equal to number of customers also, right? That is number of customers, right? I think yes, right? So whenever a customer is ordering, right? So he will be present, right? So if he ordered once, then he will be present in this delivery table, right? Number of customers in that delivery, that will also give us, right? So first we need to first find out the first orders. Basically why I have written this thing is find the count, find the first orders. Okay, not count, but first we need to first find the first orders. Okay, find the first orders. Why I have written is first orders means once I have filtered the first orders, in that particular orders I need to, in first orders, right? So in first orders, right? My god, in first orders only I need to find the immediate orders, because we are actually calculating the percentage of immediate orders in first orders. Okay, so in first orders, then, okay, find the number of immediate orders. Okay, find the number of immediate orders. How will find this, guys? Okay, how we can find that? That is with whenever my order date, right, order date is equal to the customer preference delivery date, right, guys? So whenever these two are equal, then that particular order is the immediate order. Okay, right, guys? Then what we will do, guys? This is our, first we will find out all the first orders for every customer, right? Basically I'm saying that, it will be equal to the number of customers only, right now, guys? If a customer has made an order, then definitely he will be in this particular delivery table, right, guys? That is why I'm saying number of unique customers. Okay, not number of total customers. That is number of unique customers. If I say customers, it is unique, right, now. And then what we will do simply, then what we will do, this number, okay, this thing, okay, this thing, in first orders find the number of immediate orders. Suppose, this is my x. Okay, this is my x and this is my y, right, guys? So what we need to do, we need to do x by y into 100, and this will give me, my dear friends, this will give me the percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of every customer. Okay, so this will give me the percentage of immediate orders in the first orders of all customers, right, guys? Okay, and this is our required answer. Okay, this x is actually the first orders, right? First, the number of first orders, sorry, x is nothing but the immediate orders in the first orders. Okay, and y is the total number of first orders, right? And you will do this, you will do this fraction and you will multiply that with 100. Okay, I think you have understood this percentage concept. Now we will actually go and try to write the code. Okay, now what we need to do is first we need to find out, okay, one second, we need to we will first go through the sample test case. Okay, we have not gone it yet. If you see, guys, we have this delivery table and it is having all these 4 columns, right? So you can see that one customer delivery id is 1, customer id 1, and you can see that order date 1st August 2019 and customer preference delivery date is 2nd. So it is not a immediate delivery, it is a scheduled delivery. Okay, so I'll just quickly use the pen and I'll just mark it. Okay, so this will be my the first one will be my scheduled. Okay, so I can just put it over here only. All right, so this will be my scheduled scheduled delivery. Okay, first one. And second, if you see the delivery id is 2, customer id is 2, order date is 2nd August, right? And preference delivery date is also 2nd August, right? Same. So this is an immediate, right? Immediate. And then you can see you have 3, right? So guys, you can see how you need to first check only the first orders. Okay, you don't need to check the second orders. Okay, so this, for my customer id 1, this was his first order. For customer id 2, this was his first order. Okay, and if you see first, okay, customer id 1, this is not his first order, so you can just skip it. Okay, you can just skip this particular row. Okay, you can see this, guys, we have written right now, guys, our our first task is to find the first orders for every customer, and then only you check that, you check if it is an immediate order or not, because we need the percentage of immediate orders in first orders only. So we do not need to check the second orders of the customer. So we can just skip this particular row. Okay, and you can see the next row, delivery ID is 4, and you can see customer ID 3. So 3 for 3, this is his first order. Let's see. Okay, is this his first order? You can see that the next row is also having 3. Okay, the next row is also having customer ID 3, and check the order date, guys. 21 August 2019. This is 24 August 2019. So this actually, for 3, this is the first order. Okay, and this is not this is the second order. Okay, so basically don't go by the order in which the table appears, go by the date. Okay, so for 3, this particular fifth delivery ID is his first order. Okay, so 21 August 2019, and this is the scheduled, guys. So this is also a schedule, because order date and preference delivery date is not same. Okay, and you can see second's first order was 2nd August, and this is 11th August. So you can skip it, right? And now fourth, right? This is his first order only, right? Because fourth appeared first time here. So this is his first order, fourth, and you can see that you have same order date and delivery date. So you can see that this is an immediate order. Okay. So if you go through all these things now, guys, there are how many total first orders, right? For 1, this is his first order. Okay, this particular row is his first order with delivery ID 1. For 2, with delivery ID 2, this is his first order. Okay, and for 3, with delivery ID 5, this is his first order, which is scheduled. For 4, there is only one record, and that is his first order. Okay, so there are total total first orders are 4, right? So we have total first orders for every customer, that is we are having it 4, right? And in which in all those 4 orders, in all those 4 first orders, only 2 are immediate. Okay, so how many total immediate orders in all those first orders? We have only 2, right? Immediate orders are only 2, right? Now we can, how do we take the percentage of this immediate orders? Yes, simple, right? Now guys, just 2 by total number of orders, first orders, and multiply it with 100. All right, now guys, so this is 1 by 2, and this will give me 50%, right? So half of the orders were the immediate orders, and you can see that is in our expected output. Okay, so this is the way, guys. This is how we should do. Okay, so let us now just jump into the code. Okay, how do we write the code? Okay, let me clean this up. Yeah, so now our first task is to find the first orders for every customer. How we can do that, guys? So we'll start from the from. Okay, so we'll start from the from. Okay, from delivery. Okay, so what we need to find the first order. So how we gonna find the first orders, guys? Just think about it. Okay, we have this table, and we need to find first order for every customer. What do you think, guys? Guys, we have customers. Okay, and they have made, some customers have made, the data contains for some customers 2 times, right? It was occurring couple of times, right? For 2 also it is, he has ordered for 2 times. For 1 also he has ordered 2 times, and for 3 he has ordered 2 times. 4 has made only 1 time. So we need to find the first orders. How we can do that, guys? One simple way is to group this whole table with the customer ID. Okay, group this whole table with the customer ID, and now on that particular group data, what you can do is you can apply the minimum aggregation function on the order date. That will give you the first order of every customer. Simple right now, guys. Simple right now, guys. Okay, so what we will do is we'll group this by customer ID. Okay, so once we have got this group data, we should now select the group by column, right? And now if you do minimum, okay, if you do minimum on the order date, now this minimum will actually take the minimum, okay, minimum will give you the first order for every customer, right now guys. So now let us just run this query and let us see if it is giving us the expected output. Okay guys, so now you can see that for my customer ID 1, his first order, right? So customer ID 1, he has placed two orders. One was on the 1st of August and second was on the 11th of August. Now we have got the first order as 1st August, okay? So like this we have got for every customer, we have got his first order. You can see that customer ID 3, his delivery ID 4, like in the table it was occurring like this, okay? This 24 was occurring first, then 21st, but now minimum is giving me the correct, okay? Minimum is giving me the 21st August, that is his first order, okay? So now I think we have got the first orders for every customer, right? So this will be my first order date, first order or first order date, anything, okay? So this was my first task, okay, right now guys. Now what we need to do is, guys, we need to, for in the first orders, we need to find how many are the immediate orders, okay? How many of those in this particular first orders, how many are the the immediate orders. Now guys, if you cannot do, once you have applied group by, you will not get every row, okay? So what happens when you perform group by is you will lose the rows, okay? So after using group by function, all my rows will be collapsed, right? So I cannot work on each and every row. That was the limitation with group by. That is why we have got window functions, okay? So we will come to that later, okay? What are window functions and how we solve problem, uh, so just remember that window function will allow us to perform this aggregation on each and every row, okay? So just remember that. I will cover that in upcoming lectures, okay? So now this for task number 2, we need to find the immediate orders in every first order. But now what happened, guys? Now my current table is like this, right? Customer ID and minimum order date. In this query only I cannot I cannot apply, I cannot find the immediate order because I have lost, right? I have my rows got collapsed. Right now guys, I will not be having customer preference date now, okay? So I have group data. So what I will do is I will convert this into a CTE, okay? So I will convert this into a CTE, right? So this will be my CTE, and then what I will do is after converting it into a CTE, I will join it with this particular table, right now guys. So I'll just convert this into particular city. So this will contain particular city will contain all my my customers and their first order date. Now with this particular data, what I will do is, right now guys, so let me just execute this, okay? Let me do a select star from this CTE. All right. Okay. So this is my CTE output, okay? Okay, so this is my CTE output. So now what I will do it, guys, now I need to find the immediate orders, okay? I need to count the number of immediate orders to find the percentage, right? So I need that. So how can I do this, guys? I have this information now. What information? For every customer, for every customer, his first order date. Now what we need to do is to find the immediate orders, we need to perform a join, okay? We need to perform a join on this particular table. Right now guys, we have customer ID and we have the first order date. So we need to join wherever my customer ID is there, right? Customer ID, we need to join on two columns, that is customer ID and order date, and we will find all those records, right? In that join only we will be getting the customer preference rate delivery date now guys, right? I hope you have understood, okay? Let me just write the query and you will understood it, okay? So just see what I'm doing. We need to join these two tables, okay? That is my delivery table, delivery D, join my CTE, right? So CTE C on what particular columns? Customer ID and first order, okay? So customer ID is same, right? In delivery also it is customer ID, and here it is the order date, okay? So on D dot customer id equals to c dot customer id, and one more condition, that is order date. Okay, order date, my d dot order date equals to c dot first order. Okay, this can be first order date or first order. I have just given first order. Okay, so now if I do a select star, guys, so just see the output what it will give. Okay, so it will now give the joined table. Okay, so I'm selecting a star. So now you can see we have got whole join table. Previously, what was our, what was our output? We were having only these two columns, right? That was a grouped data, right? And in that data we cannot find the first immediate orders, right? So that is why we have first found the the customers and their respective first order dates, and then what we have done is we have used those two columns and we have joined with it the delivery table. Now we have got this whole big of joined table, and now we have for every customer we have his first order date with with the customer preference delivery date. Okay, now we have a whole the joined table. So these two are coming from my CTE, and these four fields are coming from my delivery table. Right now, guys, now we have customers and their first orders with their customer preference delivery date. We have joined these two because we need this particular thing, that is customer preference delivery date. Why do we need it? Because we need to find the immediate orders. That is a task number 2 right now, guys. We need to find the immediate orders. Now, did you guys, do you guys understand it? So did you get it, guys? Okay, did you get it, guys? Now what we need to do, we have joined this table. Now we need to find out the immediate orders. How we can get the immediate orders, guys? Whenever my order date is equal to the customer preference delivery date. Okay, this order date means these are all, right, these are all my first orders for every customers, right? Now we need to find whenever my order date is equals to the customer preference delivery date, that is my immediate order. Right now, guys, so we can use this too. Okay, we can use anything, guys. Order date is same as first order, so I will be using order date. You can use the CTE dot first order because both are same. Right now, guys, so now I will be filtering on this particular table. Okay, so this was my query, this was my intermediate output, right? So this was my intermediate output, and I think it is looking not good, so I'll just remove it. Okay, just remember this table, right? This is my intermediate output. Now I will be finding out the immediate orders, right? Wherever my immediate orders are there, I'll just filter it out. Okay, so I'll, for row level filtering, I'll be using where clause. So where d dot order date is equal to d dot customer preference delivery date. All right now, guys, so if you now see, only those records will be coming where the order date and customer preference delivery dates are equal. You can see that customer ID 2 and customer ID 4, they have ordered on 2nd August, and his preferred delivery date is also same is for the customer ID 4. So these two records are actually the first orders in the, these two records are the immediate orders in the first orders. Okay, so that is what we have got. Now what we need to do, we need to just find the count of this. How many are the immediate orders in the first orders? We need to take the count of it. How we gonna do it, guys? We're gonna do count. We're gonna select, just say that count of star. So count of star will give me the immediate orders in the first orders. Okay, so there are two such records. Right now, guys, so we have got this count. Now what we need to do, guys, we need to divide this particular thing with the total number of first orders. Okay, so how we will be getting the total number of first orders? We have the CTE right now, guys. We have the CTE which will contain all the all the information, this particular information. So how many first orders are there? There are 4 such first orders. So how we can get that, right? We can just do a subquery, right? Select, we can do select count of star from CTE. Right now, guys, so this will actually give me total number of first orders, total number of records in my CTE, that is first orders. Right now, guys, so this count means what? This count means how many immediate orders are there, right? How many immediate orders are there in my first orders, and this count is total number of first orders. And then if you know multiply this with 100, that will be my, right now guys, that will be my immediate percentage. Immediate percentage, right now guys. So this should actually give me the expected output. Okay, so this count we have seen that it was giving us 2, right? So that 2 means there are 2 immediate orders in the first orders, and this you already know, these are the total number of first orders, right? So immediate orders divided by total number of first orders multiplied by 100, that will give you the immediate percentage. Okay, so if you know if let us see, let us run this and see, right? So guys, what will happen here is I'll be getting this particular error guys from Oracle. I'm particularly doing in Oracle, so this error is actually related to Oracle. Okay, not a single group function. So guys, what is happening here is in Oracle right now guys, actually there is some there will be this issue coming up. So basically just think it guys, we cannot use aggregation function, okay, an aggregate function, and also this directly we have an aggregation function and we have one subquery. Okay, this is called as a scalar subquery. So Oracle compiler, or whatever it is in the backend, it will be getting confused guys. When you have used aggregation function, the other function will also should be the aggregate function, but here it is the subquery, so it will get confused. So what we can do to solve it is we'll be using max functions. Okay, so it is nothing but it will give 4, and max of 4 is also 4. Okay, right now guys, max of 4 is also 4. So what we do is I'm just converting this scalar subquery into an aggregate function. Okay, just remember like this. Okay, if you want to research more, just copy this query and ask ChatGPT, right? It will give you very clear answers, right now guys. So now guys, I just use the max function, and one more thing that I need to do is round it to 2 decimal places. So I'll just apply the round function. Right now guys, so I've calculated the percentage, and now I'm doing a rounding. Okay, rounding to 2. So now it should pass guys. I hope it passes, but I'm getting an error. Let me check where I'm getting an error. Missing expression. Okay, let me just first now check here itself. Okay, so what has happened, let me check if this works or not. So this is max, right? Max of, okay guys, it should be the subquery guys. Okay, this max function should actually take a subquery. Okay, take a subquery expression. So I've just passed my query, that is very wrong. Okay, so now if I run it, it should work. Okay, it should work. Yeah, it is passing guys. I need to just apply the round function now. Okay, I'll just apply the round function on this whole percentage. All right, now if I run it, it should be passing for my sample test case. Cool. Cool guys, now what we'll do, we'll just submit and see if it works for the backend test cases also. Cool guys, it has passed. I hope you have understood this problem right now guys. So it is again but nothing but a percentage kind of thing. So if you have understood that percentage, how do we calculate, how do we take, right, then it is very easy to implement, guys. I hope you have understood, right? So we have created this CT, right, to actually store this information. Okay, customer and first order, right? And then we have joined this particular table with the delivery table itself to get the to get this particular customer preference date. We to get this, right? And then we have found out wherever my customer order date and customer preference delivery date are same, that will be my immediate orders, right? And that is this count guys. So this is the count of immediate orders in the first orders, and this is the total number of first orders, right? And we have applied this max function because Oracle backend, it will be getting confused when we have used the aggregation function and scalar subquery. That is why we have used a max. So generally max of something will give you the same thing. Okay, so that is why to to bypass that error, we have used that max function, and then we have found out the percentage. So I hope you have understood this problem, guys. Let us see the other solutions. If we can find any other solution, guys. So if you go through this is they have used the window function, guys. So they have used the window functions. You can see this over clause, right? So they have used it. I don't want to go through it now because I'll be covering window functions in upcoming lectures, right? So they are also very powerful function, guys. So I've just given you small glimpse, right? So what will happen, what is the core difference is that just remember on a high level, if you apply group by on a table right now, guys, it will be, the rows will be getting collapsed. Okay, so in window function, what will happen is, without collapsing that rows, you can get what group by will give. Okay, just remember this statement. I'll cover, introduce window function in upcoming lectures. Okay, so if you want to go through this, you can go through the solution, how it is working and all, right? So that's it from this problem, guys. I hope you have understood, right? I hope you have understood this code and everything. So that's it, guys. I'll meet you in the next lecture, and thank you. Happy learning.